Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We are here again for more Star Cup action. This is round 7 already here, and we are at a great track here in Canada at Montreal, the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. Definitely a circuit, again, requiring no introduction, and I think overall the calendar thus far has just been really, really amazing and really exciting, and tonight should be no exception. And also no exception is Chenzo joining us in the booth. He's just getting his update sorted out, so he'll be with us in just a few minutes' time. But we'll say hello to Chenzo. How are you doing?
Yo, I'm doing great, bro. I'm excited for this race tonight. Home race, if I'm not wrong, for the Mushroom Cup. And yeah, Canada. I think it's the 7th race of the season. And yeah, no, it's gonna be a great battle. We have a good, I guess, like, run for the championship right now with another one. But this is a tough track for qualifying, and we know he's had a couple races where he couldn't get the lap together, so I'm curious to see how he does right now.
And unfortunately, Chenzo's not trackside here. Another one is not here tonight, which is interesting.
Oh no!
Yeah, so yeah, definitely a curveball. I think it'll allow some others to catch up in the championship, namely Bella, and I guess Hazy's not here either. So Bella really is the guy who could get closer, and of course everyone else could close that gap as well. But the championship leader, another one, is not in attendance tonight. Looks like we have Kevwood replacing him in the McLaren. Kevwood has some big shoes to fill there.
You got this, Kevwood.
So I'm just looking to point out any other drivers that are kind of unusual. We have Ali Mo again now looking to continue his good racing form here in the Star Cup. I believe he is now a regular driver, so we'll be seeing him consistently. He's starting his lap now in the Kick Sauber. And coming out of the slow speed winding right-hander, goes on forever, and you really want to be careful on the power. And through here, you really want to extend the track, and that's kind of a theme throughout this entire track, is you really want to use all of those track limits available because there's so much time to be gained, and you also have to be careful not to invalidate in this time right now, as we see Ali Mo do, but also get penalties later on in the race. So anyone else besides that? We have James Ablett and I Took Your Dogs here in the Williams. The dynamic duo is here to see what they can get done. And beyond that, we had Kevwood as mentioned. Yeah, I think we've seen all these other drivers before. So the big kind of names, namely another one, are not here. But right now, we've already started our qualifying session. BRZ on Bags is again doing very well, as he has done in the qualifyings we've seen before. Right now on pole with a 109.9, just call it 3/10 ahead of Nimble Pattern. Speaking of Nimble Pattern, shout out to Liam, Nimble Pattern's brother, tuning in tonight, hopefully. Looking to see a good performance from his brother in the Haas. Shouts out to him. Shout out to Liam and to everyone watching as well. Feel free to share this with your friends and family if you are a driver, if you just happen to enjoy the racing. We're always looking to show this to more and more people. But for now, though, I'm going to see what H&P Hooligans is doing here, just to see what kind of lap he can get in. He's just about halfway through his lap now, into one of the many chicanes we see on this track. Let me just pull that data up there. There it is. Alright, and looks like he set a purple sector 2 so far. That's looking good. He's now heading towards the very difficult and also very crucial Wall of Champions. Of course, the final chicane of the track that is very, very famous and really puts the driver to the test every single time. We see him fly through the chicane there, making good speed as he ends the lap, and he gets up to P3 with a 1:10.3, just under, what is that, 5/10 off of BRZ on Bags. So BRZ on Bags put a seriously good lap in there so far. Chenzo, any update on the update? Are you almost here?
Halfway through.
No worries,
Yeah,
no worries.
Yeah. Hope,
Just
by
to
the
let
end
the
of
viewers
qualifying, I'll
know
be there.
that you are coming. And again, we're going to now round board with DRS Maestro, who's in the other Haas from Nimble Pattern, as mentioned earlier, looking to finish off his lap here. What kind of time does he do? A very good one. Just over a 10th behind BRZ on Bags, who still puts that 109.9 in for pole position right now. So DRS Maestro doing well there. Hopefully he can have a good start. He tends to kind of have an all or nothing kind of start. It either goes very well or very poorly. Let's hopefully he can stop the trend of getting involved in some contact, at least after turn 3 would be ideal for him, as quoted. Sorry, Fuego. I'm a victim of my very basic PS5 streaming setup here. I can't quite see the entire message. It's mentioning tire temperature. I couldn't quite read the whole thing. Let me pull up my phone. Maybe I can read it that way. But right now, James Ablett just is in on a hot lap as well, and he does a very good time, has to be said, with a 1:11.1, showing very well. Only 2/10 or so behind the pole position for now. That's looking great for him. What is his teammate doing? I Took You Dogs hasn't set a lap yet. He's still in the pit lane along with Kevwood, Zudi, and Golar. Speaking of the pit lane, looks like someone's coming out of it. That's T-Bone. And his teammate Clip Menzo is looking to start a lap as well.
I'm reading the comments, man. Shout out to Nicholas. He says he's putting $100 on DRS for the win.
Okay, yeah, let me hop in there too. I really want to see those comments there. I'm just having trouble doing so. Here we go. Okay, so Fuego Mal's saying odds on Hooligan to take the wins. Let's see if he can make that come true. And then, can you improve on the same tire with the extra lap because the hards are awful at this track? I think you can. They definitely take a lot of time to get into temperature, and that's kind of a consistent theme in this game in general. It's very hard to warm the tires up. So I think that would be worthwhile, is to put an extra lap just to warm them up, and then unleash the pace later on. Speaking of that, let's see what our pole sitter has done for now. Looks like he's just cutting the track to get back to a hot lap as quickly as possible. DRS Maestro is out of fuel, looking to hopefully not get in anyone's way. The Ferrari should fly by there, but he's looking to just go in the pits as well. So let's see what BRZ on Bags can do. I believe he's going to go for a hot lap here.
Yeah, it's just letting the Ferrari through.
Oh, BRZ's going in as well. So looks like he did actually improve on that lap time, because I think it was a 109.9. It's now 109.836, which is, again, very impressive for him. Anyone else on a hot lap? Bella might be starting one here as he goes down Sector 3. And let's see what he does. Again, he's going into the pit lane. I need to catch a hot lap here. That's what we're looking for. Looks like Zudi is starting one in the Sauber.
I don't know if you noticed, but T-Bone crashed.
No way! Oh no, what happened to T-Bone? Was he on a hot lap? I completely missed it.
So in the comments, he's saying that he was looking at the chat and crashed on the pit exit.
Oh, no way. So qualifying is over for T-Bone. Coming out of the pit lane, unfortunately for him, and he's going to do no better than P11, and he probably will lose some positions with the drivers set to remaining to set the final laps of the session. Right now, though, Zudi is navigating the track very well. Shouts out to Zudi. He's had a tough couple races so far. Definitely not where he is used to being, but he is on a new steering wheel. He is learning and looking to get better. Looks like he might be doing that strategy that Fuego might have alluded to of putting in a lap to begin with, and then, you know, getting the temperature in the tires, and then you know, setting a nice fast hot lap here. Let's see what he does, because he's got a lot of battery. And he might be starting one here. Or maybe just looking to feel the track out as well. You never know. And then Snake and Beans. Yeah, it looks like he's just starting a lap there, or just finishing one. I'm going to hop back up to BRZ on Bags. And looks like he's starting a lap. Okay, we got one here. So we got a hot lap to witness. The current pole sitter in the Alpine is now looking to improve on his time as he navigates through Sector 1 very nicely. The Aston Martin gets out of the way there. Hopefully didn't distract him too much, as now he heads into the second... Oh, what? Oh my goodness! I was going to say the second chicane, and he is in the wall. We saw that from the off-board camera there. Very, very big contact into the wall. Oh. That would have been a red flag in real life for sure. BRZ on Bags is out, but he is right now on pole position. That is interesting. Adriami, I believe, improves or is looking to improve further from a decent lap time of a 1:10.5. But BRZ on Bags, that was a massive hit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a trip to the medical center. No doubt.
Yeah, G-force sensor is activated for sure. Alright, Alimo now looks like he just finished off a lap there. Getting up to P7 with a 1:10.9. Bella is looking to improve as well in the Red Bull. Again, trying to look to take advantage of another one not being here. Oh, I flipped away, sorry. Now looking to approach the third sector here with maybe a little bit of a tow from the car ahead. We'll see what happens here. Looks like they get out of the way. That was his teammate of XM. Now Bella's heading down the straight, using all the battery up. You really want to save it for the end of the lap here. Very, very important. What does he do through the chicane? Keeps it clean. Could have kept a little bit more speed there, but obviously we don't want to be putting it in the wall at this stage. And does not improve for now, so he's going to remain 9th at the bare minimum. Alimo as well is maybe getting ready for a hot lap here. And right now we're getting to around 3 minutes to go in the session, so things are getting towards the end. But again, our pole sitter is out of it for now. So again, Alimo in the Sauber now doing his hot lap. We saw one earlier. Let's see if he can improve on a 1:10.941. Again, we have the Aston Martin getting out of the way. I swear I saw that exact same scene before. Now Alimo is not putting it in the wall like our pole sitter did, and continuing on through the remainder of the lap here. Looking to keep it clean, not invalidating, and also not going too conservatively on these track limits. He's now opening the DRS for the second time in the lap. And navigating through another chicane here. I apologize, don't know the corner names very well myself, but he's now approaching the very, very famous and very fun hairpin. Oh, and he just slides the rear tires into the wall there. He should be okay. I don't think that's going to cause him any damage, but that will definitely take away some of the time he was earning. That is unfortunate for him. Let's see what Nimble Pattern is doing in the Haas. He is in P3 for now. He could get pole position if he finds just a few tenths of time. And he's looking to do so on this lap. Now, approaching the hairpin. Wants to avoid locking up too much there. I heard a little bit of a squeal, but I think it's fine for now. He's just pushing the limits. Looks like Snake and Beans is out. Maybe just setting his final laps. I didn't see him crash or anything. Nimble Pattern is going through the wall of champions now. Low on the battery, and I think he invalidated there. His track map lit up red, which indicated that he went over the track limits.
No.
So that lap will not count at the bare minimum. Adriami's out of fuel. He's not going to be able to set a lap right now. James might be looking to start one. We got a minute and a half here to go. We're obviously going to keep an eye on DRS Maestro, Hooligans, and Jordan 2 Wavy, as we usually do as well. Tookie Dogs is out. He will do no better than 14th. And again, I got to say, James is certainly surprising at least me in the very... excuse me, I can't speak tonight. At least me, because he's setting a great lap time here. Looks like he's now starting the lap in a unique way. Not choosing to carry through the wall of champions, the usual speed, but he's now starting the lap. That's a unique strategy. Now through the second turn. Again, wants to be careful of the traction. Into the Vettel chicane, I like to call it, because we had that very famous moment there with Vettel getting the 5-second penalty over Lewis Hamilton and costing him the victory there. Looks like James avoids that fate for now. And he's now on the overtake, looking to use some of that battery, but not all of it, because he's got to save it for later. And James the Blit is continuing this impressive form so far. Chenzo, I see you've now made it into the session. That's awesome. Chenzo's just walking up the stairs now to the booth.
Had to get some coffee. I'm back.
And now qualifying is over, so all the laps from here will be the final ones. James Ablit, we've been watching his lap here. How does he finish it off? Looks like he lost a little bit of time there and lost the rear end of the car. I don't think he's going to improve from there. Let's see what DRS Maestro's doing. He's heading down the final straight of the lap here, looking to carry the speed through the wall of champions and push the limits. What can he do in the Haas? Through both turns. He hits the wall there just a little bit, but I think he's okay. Does improve slightly, but it's not enough.
Do you think that bump took out enough time where he might have gotten pole, or?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think BRZ had it wrapped up. Jordan 2 Wavy now crosses the line. Because he had about a 1.5 tenth advantage there. It would have been very close, but I think he just did enough either way. So he will remain on pole, and his garage will be hard at work in these very seconds, rebuilding his car and getting it ready for the race, and putting that car on pole position. A very unique circumstance we have here in F1 24. Again, thank you to everyone watching. Appreciate all the support and love we've been seeing from everyone. It's really hard to keep up with the messages, just watching the action as well. But again, we had BRZ on bags on pole position, followed by DRS Maestro, Nimble Pattern. Both of those last two in the Haas, looking very good as a team. Adrian as well, making a good impression here in the Star Cup and P4. Then we had Menzo, HMP Hooligans, Bella, Jordan 2 Wavy, Alimo, JJ Knots, aka Sid's Knots, James Ablit, XM, Dookie Monker, never heard of him. Feels weird to say that name on stream. And then a couple more drivers to finish off the grid. Thank you for joining us, Chenzo. Any drivers stand out to you in that qualifying session? I know you didn't see a lot of it, but those times were very close.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I would say the top 5. But I would also not write off other drivers like T-Bone, who just kind of sneak into the top 10, as the race progresses. You can't underestimate him too much. So we'll see how he does. You and I saw yesterday, he's in good form.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Absolutely. He is not afraid to go for it against anybody on the grid. and also just got a great sense of awareness as well. So he knows how to keep those battles going, and we'll see him hopefully improve from his starting position, which I believe was P14 or 15. We'll cover that right
Yep.
now. So it's
Oh,
Dookie Monker,
P17.
then AZ Racing, Zudi in P15, Tookie Dogs, T-Bone in 17th, and then Snake and Beans, Golar, and Kevwood. And we are dry here as well. It's something to definitely highlight because we've been having a lot of rain lately. It's no guarantee that it will not stay dry. It will stay dry the whole time. We can see that as
It can
well.
change.
But for now, we are in the dry conditions, and the drivers are, for the most part, choosing the medium or hard tire. AZ Racing is the outlier on the soft. I believe the hard tire is ultimately the better one for racing conditions. It does hold out that time just longer. The rears definitely get eaten up around here. But of course, using it first is always a risk, because if you get into an incident and find yourself in the pit lane, you're now pretty much forced onto a two-stop strategy. So, we'll see what happens. As the race progresses, you'll see that hard tire come into play as the laps go on, maybe towards lap 10 or so.
Yeah, and you never know, with the street circuit like this, you know, we'll probably have a couple safety cars.
Absolutely. The walls are close here, and the speeds are high. The risks are also very high, and it's a track that can invite some bad ideas, like particularly as we now approach the Wall of Champions. Obviously, you're on this straightaway and you want to take advantage of that, and theoretically it is the best place to get by, but you need to be clear going into there, because you can see just how aggressive the turn-in is through there, and how kind of skinny the racing line is through the chicane. If you have two cars in there, it's just a recipe for disaster. We'll see if anyone tries it out, though. I'm sure someone will. But you want to be careful around that corner, of course, as now the drivers approach the grid. BRZ on bags in his repaired Alpine, looking to get us started here. Again, for the Star Cup, this is round 7 around the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, a home race for many. And speaking of home race, one of the home favorites, T-Bone, is... or no, that's not T-Bone. Who is that? Is that Zudi?
It was
Spinning
Zudi,
around
yeah.
there.
It was a Sauber.
I was used to seeing the Sauber around, but it's not T-Bone this time. Anyway, though, let's see what happens in the top of the field here. As now we're to 5 red lights, and we are away. And BRZ on bags gets a good start, holding off DRS Maestro, who has pressure from behind in Adrium and his teammate, Nimble Pounder. Does anyone have any contact through those first two
McLaren
turns?
went off.
Looks like that was Jordan, too wavy, off the track, and losing positions, already 3 of them, 4 of them, and dropping.
Ooh.
Anyone else looking to make any moves? Not for now. Anyone have any damage as well? We want to be assessing that. That was not the worst start by any means, but there was some contact there. Don't see any myself, though. I think most of the drivers are clean. We have a yellow flag for the Ferrari in the back. That is Dookie Monker down to P20. And we have a big battle here. James Ablit is fighting Jordan and XM. Wow, that was close on the first lap especially. And also Ali Mo is looking to get a move done on JJ. But for now, we're going to head to the top pack as we see them all bunched up close together, all within DRS range to P7 for now. And the DRS will get activated on this lap. HMP Hooligans has a good run here on Adrium. That looked really easy.
Yeah, he got that move done way before he got to the turn.
Yeah, Adrium just struggled through the chicane there. But it's not over. He is right behind Hooligans in P5. And we'll see if BRZ can put the race together. He's definitely qualified well. We've seen that before, but we haven't seen him get that car to the finish line in that first spot. So we want to see that as well. We always like to see new winners. And speaking of new winners, DRS Maestro is looking to join that group as well, I believe. And he's got his teammate, Nimble Pattern, behind them. So they could work together here as now Hooligans is attacking his teammate and gets on the inside, but Nimble Pattern is not going to give up there. Let's see who blinks first into this wall of champions.
Here we go. We're just talking about it.
And yeah, it looks like Nimble allows Hooligans there to go, but Hooligans kind of makes a defensive line. We had DRS Maestro over the curb there, losing positions, but still in the race. Chaotic up here in the front, besides BRZ on Bags, he is still where he started.
And Adrian sneaks into P4, DRS dropping 3 spots.
That was costly through the chicane. He was flying through the air. Oh, we see him go side by side through the chicane there with Bella. This is a great camera angle here. We see the helicopter shot with Bella now defending from Clip Menzo in the Mercedes. And we have the first penalty as well. That will be a very crucial trend to keep an eye on. XM is the first driver to get that track warning or track limits penalty for 3 seconds. I'm gonna predict right now more than half of the drivers will get one, as now we see James get one as well.
Ablett. Yeah, Canada's not too forgiving when it comes to the penalties or the track limits.
Absolutely, like almost every sector has a couple turns that can give you one if you're not careful. Hooligans though is through on BRZ on Bags, using the DRS to his advantage through the wall of champions now. Adrian is right behind, but we did see a move for the lead there, and Hooligans is setting the pace, looking to get his first win that we have seen him get close to before.
I think now BRZ is just gonna stay in the DRS and kind of just try to trade it off with him, so they can try or get ahead of the others in the pack.
And let's also not forget the tires are going to be a factor here. BRZ and Bags and Nimble Pattern are on the hard tires. Everyone else in this top group are on the mediums. We had someone spin out there. Looks like that was XM. Going from bad to worse, unfortunately, now down to P18. And Kev Wood is the next driver to join the penalized drivers in P12 currently.
And here goes BRZ.
Now, anyone looking to make a move here? It's getting tight, but it's obviously very risky to do that. DRS Maestro is falling back a little bit, but he's still there. Looks like we had Jordan make a move further down, and Dookie Monker is out. That has brought the safety car out on the track already in lap 4.
It's not a good day for the Ferraris today.
No, absolutely not. One of them is out, the other one is in last place now, and let's see what happens under this safety car. There is a problematic underlying theme with this track, and it particularly involves the pit lane. For some reason, the game, I think it's because of the pit lane's proximity to a corner, but I couldn't tell you. The game treats speeding into the pit lane very, very harshly around this track. You will get an automatic drive-through if you are just 1 unit of measurement over that allowed speed, which is very harsh. So we'll see if anyone falls victim to that. We had some movement under the safety car. Clip Menzo getting by Bella. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I saw it a couple seconds ago as well. It seems like they were fighting first. Look, here we go again.
This might be ugly here.
Yeah, I think Bella was ahead when the yellow came out, but the game might have let Menzo take the spot. Here we go. Oh wow! Big,
it happened,
big
folks.
Repercussions. Yep.
It happened already. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So Hooligans is now. Shouts out to Liam again. But Hooligans is now our first victim of that harsh, in my opinion, glitch. But it's a penalty here around Canada. And he's now really in a bad position because he's going to have to wait till this safety car ends. Then he's going to have to pit to get rid of that penalty because he can't do it right now. And then he's going to have to hope for another safety car to really get him to the back of the pack from there. So that has put him down a bad path, but I guarantee you he will not be the only guy doing that. And it's good to do it early rather than late. So at least he's got most of the race left for him to recover. But again, he was looking for that win. The chances of that did go down a little bit, but we'll see. Anything can happen. Any one of these drivers can make that mistake. It's very easy to do around here.
Yeah, still a long way to go. You know, the race is still pretty open. And I wonder, Greg, because remember we saw some people on the hards. Wonder if that has anything to do with the weather. You know, maybe some rain at the end.
Right. You never know around here.
Yeah.
It could come down very quickly all of a sudden. And it looks like 4 drivers have stopped. It was Hooligans with a penalty, Maestro, and then the other 3, I believe, having some difficulty. Also making pit stops, but again, Hooligans gets that penalty. Everyone else managing to do it properly for now. Took Your Dogs is in. As well as his teammate. Oh no! Look at this! The teammates are going into the pit lane. This is some dramatic scenes here. As I Took Your Dogs is stacking up James, who needs his wing replaced as well. James will be okay. He's going to get to the back of the pack, which is where he kind of was anyway, but he lost some time there, and it was just funny to see those two of all doing that. I'm sure they're yapping at each other in the voice chat right now. I'd love to hear that. Wish we could just cut into that for a second. But anyway, Adriami is now the driver, looking to put BRZ on bags under pressure, taking over that role from Hooligans. And we're going to see again Hooligans look to pit quickly and get rid of that drive-through as soon as the green flag drops here. And he's going to have to do that quick, because if he doesn't do it quick and the safety car comes out again, then he's really screwed. So he needs to kind of just bite the bullet and do it early. That's the best thing he can do. If he really wants to be crafty, he can drop to the back of the field now and serve it as the safety car goes in, but that would require some slowing down. Anyway, though, safety car is going in. Adriami is behind BRZ on bags, looking to get us going on lap 7 onto 8 here for round 7. Still lots of laps left though. And BRZ on bags is going to accelerate out of the chicane, getting a good run to maintain his gap over Adrian. Does anyone else have an opportunity? It looks like Jordan does, on the outside of Bella into turn 1. You don't even see that in real life Formula 1. No, Jordan makes some contact with Bella into the rear. Just a small little tap puts the Red Bull behind him, and now Bella has fallen down to P11. And we see JJ into the wall there as Ali Mo gets a penalty at the same time. T-Bone, we mentioned him. Look at this, Chenzo. He's in P7. Now into 6, most likely. Looking to battle Ali Mo on the outside. And you're right.
Got damage, yeah.
You're right. That end plate is missing on the left side.
No!
Ali Mo makes contact with T-Bone into the chicane. We caught that one as well. Oh my goodness. That is brought out the virtual safety car.
Oh man. So, well, you know, at least, you know, it's almost the end of the lap. T-Bone can get into the pits with the VSC still going.
He must have a damaged car from that. Yeah, he's got no front wing, so he's definitely going to have to come in here. And
I honestly thought he was going to DNF. That looked bad.
Yeah, he was directly into the wall. We see JJ into the pit lane. And T-Bone surely will join him, along with Ali. Oh, and okay, no, never mind. I thought T-Bone's teammate was pitting there. That would have been bad. But yeah, so again, we saw 2 very similar incidents there, kind of in different corners. One was Jordan and Bella with the slight contact into the rear out of turn 2. And then the other one was Alimo and T-Bone. Again, just very minimal contact at the wrong time when the car is not very stable, and it just sends the drivers into the wall. And now we see more penalties. Ali Mo has gotten a drive-through for speeding. Oh my god, it's getting scrappy.
Tough.
So he's the second driver to do that. Oh, and we see Bella get smashed into the rear by DRS Maestro. DRS Maestro might have lost some wing. No, it looks like he's okay. His car is okay for now. And T-Bone and Ali Mo are now racing at the back. Hooligans. Oh, into the pit lane. Okay. Look how slow he's going. He is making sure. Oh my god! Was that was Menzo to the rear?
Menzo, yeah.
Yeah, so Hooligans was being very safe, but that kind of caught Menzo off guard there. They both serve drive-throughs there, so they're going to get through the pit lane at the exact same time. And we see Nimble Pattern, unfortunately, pick up a 3-second penalty in this battle for the top 4. So now it's going to be a little bit harder for him to get that win he's looking for. We see Clip Menzo getting another penalty. BRZ had a big moment there through the chicane. He's okay though. But Nimble Pattern's going to have to at least create a 3-second gap for now. Again though, I think more drivers are going to get that penalty. We're seeing it already, only 10 laps in.
Yeah, I think we might see like 75% of the grid get a penalty at some point.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Nimble Pattern is on the attack here into turn 1. He's made some contact and lost some wing, and that's going to lose him some pace as well on BRZ on Bags. Just a racing incident, I think, there, but that's going to cost him, particularly, what is it? The left side of his, the right side of his car.
The right side.
So those, those left-handers are going to be pretty bad.
Just an incident.
Oh, we're watching Kevwood briefly lose the car there, but he's still on the track. Doing well in P5, he's got the penalty. Snake and Beans got by DRS Maestro there, didn't quite see what happened there. The racing is getting crazy throughout the field. It's so hard to keep a track of. We do see some gaps emerging due to some penalties and damage and whatnot. But the top 4 are still very close to one another as now they head down the straight again. Will anyone have a move here? BRZ on Bags looks like is going for it very easily on Adrian. Nimble Pattern still in P3 for now, though. Adrian loses the car, and he's in the wall. Oh, he's in the wall, but he's okay. No damage.
I think he did damage.
Oh,
no damage.
Yeah, I think he's
good.
Minor, but he's fine. He's fine for now. That could have been way worse. Probably another safety car is what that was looking like to me. So now the top 4 has been shaved down to the top 3. All in this pack for the lead. We have a big pack behind with Zudi at the front of it. Look at this. All the way down to, what is that, Golar?
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good pack. DRS sneaking in there behind Zudi. Got the DRS now. Oh, but he goes off the track.
Oh my, that was Snake and Beans there, having some difficulty in the Aston Martin. It is so hectic back here. Look at this, the Ferrari's on the attack as well of AZ. And Dogs is right in the middle of it with his teammate. This is absolutely incredible, but we see a car into the wall. And it's over. The racing is over for XM. Oh my god, what a big shunt, as Chenzo mentioned. Wow. Straight into the wall.
A car. Yeah, I just saw him slide across. So
Does anyone
fast.
get the penalty? Does anyone get the penalty? Really quick. I'm gritting my teeth.
No. Hooligans is just saying, James Ablett, no.
Oh no, James.
What are we at now?
Sucks.
3, 4?
Something like that. 3 or 4 drive-thrus have been handed out by Race Control. As we mentioned, it's better to get them earlier rather than later. We're still not even halfway. This has been absolute chaos here. and I'm loving every second of it for the Star Cup.
And BRZ still doesn't pit. Actually, no, the top
Oh.
4 doesn't pit.
And they got caught by the safety car there. I think like they might not have had a choice, because you'd think they would, right? Like it's pretty getting later on. Maybe what you mentioned could happen earlier though about the weather. We will see. But yeah, they might have got caught there.
I'm looking at the drivers on fresh tires, and Kev Wood in P8 fresh mediums. He's gonna be quick. I think he might get a couple spots there, yeah, because the people ahead of him are on used hearts.
So Kev Wood's doing a good job managing this race. He started in pretty much last place. Let's quickly cover those position changes, as now we see more drivers into the pit lane here.
I know some people pit actually.
Yeah, BRZ among them. Looks like he had no choice but to just take the pain and get rid of those tires. He's going to lose positions though, because the field is all bunched up here, of course. So now he's down to almost kind of where, in fact, behind Hooligans, who had that drive-through. So goes to show you how how bad that can be, just getting caught. Oh, it looks like Hooligans is not ahead. No, that's incorrect. Just there though, they're all close together on track.
So the whole race just changed with that safety car.
Yeah, a lot of people going on those fresh mediums, and some people looking really good on those fresh hards. Look at Zudi on the lead of that strategy, on the hard tire in P7. He could very easily get to the end here, you would think.
He can. Yeah, absolutely. He can do it.
Same with Bella as well.
And you could even say Kev Wood, if he takes care of the mediums.
Yeah, that will be more challenging, but it is possible. Safety car is in this lap. I forgot to mention we were going to look at the position changes really quickly. I just wanted to cover that. Kev Wood, again, 15 positions up. And look at Golar. I haven't even talked about him in really any of my streams, but he is 16 positions up here. Still on those old tires. But Kev Wood is... Oh, my goodness. He is off the track on the safety car. Right beside Menzo. Oh, my God. Safety car is not very safe in that moment. So many breathtaking moments here around the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. They've never seen anything like this. As now Nimble Pattern accelerates in the Haas with his teammate DRS Maestro behind them. Both of them in those older tires. Zudi gets a penalty. Anyone have a move though? Oh yeah, we have Kev Wood and Menzo fighting very hard, continuing the contact from the formation lap. Behind them I saw some smoke as well. Menzo is still in P4 for now. Kev Wood is on the attack, and he's probably getting a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, Kev Wood's tires got hooked with Menzo there. Fortunate that didn't lead to an accident.
Jordan Tuavi in the other McLaren is the next driver to get another penalty. As mentioned, we're already seeing a majority of the drivers have those. Bella has made the move on Zudi. As mentioned, those two are on those fresh hards. That could be crucial for him. Zudi goes off the track there.
James Ablett, 10-second penalty.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't even see that. Menzo is by Golar as well, continuing the fight. Now with Kev Wood in the McLaren looking to match. He's swinging all over the track, but he now gets to the left side. And
he has a toe.
Is he going for the run? For the double overtake on Golar and Menzo. Through the wall champions, they're going to try side by side, but as we mentioned, it's hard to do that.
What a move.
Kev Wood
well done.
looking absolutely incredible here. What a run from Kev Wood. Is he the odds-on favorite? Absolutely not, but you never want to count him out. He's looking really good today in Canada. And he's in the lead for now, you would think, of all the drivers that have pit. And look at this, Chenzo. The clouds have rolled in. It's getting a little bit darker on the left side of the screen there.
That would explain why Nimble and DRS stayed out.
Right, exactly. That makes sense now. Let's see what happens first. Does Kev Wood catch them potentially get those rain tires ready, you know, after he passes them, or does he do it now or sooner? Jordan's off. Now, we see him and Zudi exchanging positions. We had a 3 wide moment there, I believe, and now Zudi had some difficulty there on the grass. T-Bone's now looking to take advantage. It's getting chaotic again. Jordan's on the move. Oh, so many battles. It's so hard to cover them all here. And AZ Racing gets a penalty as well. Hop back up to Kevwood. Unfortunately for Zudi, it's not going well. He's losing positions. He was in a great spot there, but he's now down to P13. Nimble Pattern has gotten... Tires. Oh, sorry, Chenzo. Nimble Pattern has gotten another 3 second, by the way, as well. He's now at 6. Oh my god, the penalties are coming in thick and fast. Tookie Dogs gets one as well. I'm not sure if that's his first. Let's just show that for a second. So right now, the only driver with 6 is AZ and Nimble Pattern. Everyone else you see has 3. Kevwood is now on to the back of the Haas team. Again, 17 positions up from where he started, looking really good with maybe some rain on the way to allow him to potentially, we will see, get to the lead.
He's already within a second of DRS Maestro. So surely he's going to make a move pretty soon.
Oh, and Jordan, speaking of which, is making a move on BRZ on Bags. BRZ was our race leader. Oh, but Jordan makes a mistake into the wall, somehow keeping the car going. But BRZ just slips on the inside there. I don't think he was expecting that, as Bella is now turned around again!
Contact again!
In the same exact spot! This time by JJ.
That was a carbon copy of the previous incident.
Oh, Bella's got to be hating that part of the track right now. I do not blame him. Absolute chaos here. Jordan looking to make the move on JJ, looking to get with BRZ on Bags, and looks like there's a brief moment of contact there into the rear, but Jordan is through. JJ still fighting. Oh, he's got Bella on the inside, somehow already back into the picture after having that moment, and he does get through, and that puts JJ down another position as well. Tookie Dogs makes a move on Snake and Beans as well, heading into the hairpin. Oh my god, my voice is just falling apart. This is absolute chaos.
Oh, Kevwood's making a move.
Into P2.
Nice. Keep it clean. Oh.
Right now he's in the lead as well. Okay, he's not in the lead, but he's in P2. He's ahead of Nimble Pattern because Nimble Pattern has an additional 3 second penalty. But DRS Maestro, it would be ahead of both of them for now. But Kevwood has those fresh tires. And no one really near besides... Let's take a look at that. Besides BRZ on Bags, 6 seconds back, has relatively the same tires. So Kevwood is again in a very good position. Speaking of further back, we have Jordan making moves on Hooligans now. A yellow flag for...
T-Bone.
Oh, was that T-Bone?
Yeah, it was T-Bone, I think. Oh, sorry, Menzo. It was Menzo.
Oh, there you go, in the Mercedes, having some difficulty there. Down to P14 now. I swear he was further up the grid not too long ago. Kevwood now, looking to make the move, surely for P1 in the McLaren. Here we go. We are witnessing it live. Kevwood passing for the lead and for position. This is not some safety car games he is playing. This is legit. He is in the lead, but he has some difficulty there. And Nimble Pattern gets back.
Yeah, he almost loses it again on the exit.
And he's got Maestro right behind him now. Got to be careful. These two are a team as well. Oh, looks like Alimo had an issue there. He's dropped 2 positions. Zudi makes a move on JJ.
Bella, 3 second penalty.
Okay, that's the first for Bella, I believe. Let me just check that as well. Yeah, first for him. So Kevwood needs to clear Nimble Pattern here.
They'll have a go at him for sure.
You've got to save
Just
some
get
more
a good
battery.
exit. Oh yeah.
If Kev
See
would
if
just saved a little bit, he would
yeah.
get this done a lot easier.
Yeah, because look, he's already struggling. It's not really. Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Nimble pattern is in the pit lane. Okay, that was a bit jarring for a second.
Oh.
He probably had to do that, and looks like he has committed to the dry tire strategy, so maybe that weather is not on the way. We will
This
see.
is big for Kevwood.
So can DRS Maestro stick with Kevwood? Golar gets a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane, somehow avoiding a drive-through. That's got to be some kind of art form.
Wow. Yeah.
But he gets a 10. Either way, not good. Now, BRZN Bags is, I think, slightly catching Kevwood and DRS, so BRZ is going to be a threat for sure.
Another 3-second penalty for Nimble
Oh,
Pattern.
that's killer, man. That's the 9 now. That's not good.
Yeah, 9 seconds.
Because you'd expect another safety car to come out, and maybe it'll happen later on, and
Yeah.
you won't have a chance to build 9 seconds of time.
Kind of just hope that everyone else gets more penalties.
Yeah, really, and that will definitely happen. We'll see if anyone can get to the end without getting a single penalty. That would be a massive advantage. But for now, it is Kevwood in the lead on track, but DRS Maestro is still sticking with him. And you see why. Here's the reason why. DRS Maestro is managing his battery very well, right? He's got 75% and change, whereas Kevwood only has around 11 or 17% particularly to play with. And that just really limits his power as those straights get longer and longer throughout the lap. And that's allowing DRS to stick with him on the older tires.
And I'm thinking DRS is going to hold out for a safety car or just go on the softs in a few laps.
And again, BRZN Bags is catching up. So we saw him have some up and down moments, but again, he's still in the hunt for the lead here. He's catching pretty consistently through every corner, as well as Jordan and HMP Hooligans are catching up as well. Bella.
Oh, sorry, I just realized.
Oh,
I just
go ahead.
realized DRS already pit. Yeah, so.
Oh.
Yeah, he can go.
But those are old, don't you think? 16 laps.
16 laps, yes, but we're also going to get into the stage where Kevwood's mediums will begin to fall
Right.
off a little bit, and they'll even out with DRS's tires. Oh, here we go. DRS making a move.
Into turn 1. DRS Maestro on the inside, gets by Kevwood there on the older tires. Kevwood looks to respond and does very well, fighting back through turn 2, approaching the Vettel chicane, and he gets back into the lead. But again, that 3-second penalty is hampering him right now, and that battling lost them even more time to BRZN Bags and company. Adrian gets a penalty. That might have been his first one. Yes, it was. Hooligans is also right behind Jordan for P5 and 4.
So only 5 drivers without penalties. Oh. It's, sorry, JJ, 3-second penalty.
So again, as the race goes on, that's just going to become more and more of an advantage. Hooligans, can he get by Jordan here? Looks like he can for now.
And I think Jordan's feeling that damage on the front wing.
Can he respond into turn 1? Apologies, my voice is giving me a little bit of issue here. We've been yelling like crazy. But HMP Hooligans remains in P4 for now after getting the move done. BRZN Bags is now right behind Kevwood. So that's going to be hard for Kevwood now. He was looking really good for the win. He's still in a great position. BRZN Bags had a brief moment there. But
Nice catch. Yeah.
he's right here now, and he's caught a lot of time. So he's definitely got some pace.
It's going to be a nice 3-way battle here. Oh, he's making... Nope. Thought about it.
And does he have him on the exit here? Again, look at the battery. He's got about 30% more to use. You're going to see that here. He applies the overtake. Kevwood has nothing left.
Oh, yeah,
and BRZ on Bags gets through on the inside. That's going to be where you want to be if you're side by side. And they make contact,
Kevwood.
and Kevwood's in the pit lane.
3 seconds for BRZ.
Oh! Did Kevwood goad him into that 3 second? We will see, but Kevwood is in, having enough of those medium tires, putting another set on. So he's going to be really fast, for sure. Now he's down to P8, potentially, here.
Yeah, P8.
So let's see what he can do.
No, he could become P11. Hooligans. 3 second penalty.
So now it's DRS Maestro, the only driver in the top, I guess, 8 positions who has no penalties. T-Bone as well. Shouts out to T-Bone for getting no penalties to his name so far. That is very hard to do, and that will help him out if he can keep that to the end. The end is getting closer. We are on lap 25. Nimble Pattern gets by Dogs there, but we're on lap 25 with just about 10 laps left to complete. Can DRS Maestro get those tires to the end, or does he have to pit here?
I think he can make it to the end, but...
And he's got no penalty, right? So that really will help him. But BRZ and Bags has shown the pace all day long. Jordan and Hooligans are continuing the battle. Now it's some contact on the second turn there. Jordan loses 2 positions. Yes, unfortunately for him. It's getting feisty. Hooligans in that V-carb. Now into P3.
Very opportunistic from Bella there. Taking advantage.
Yeah, he just slipped right in there. Said, thank you very much, gentlemen. BRZ and Bags is right behind Maestro, so I think Maestro is obviously struggling on those older tires. Again, BRZ and Bags has 3 seconds of penalties. So that is very doable to pull away. He just needs to get the move done soon, because Maestro's doing a very good job here of defending. And Bella is now looking to get by Hooligans into the chicane. Will they keep it side by side? No, looks like Bella gets by. And now Bella has moved into P3.
What a race from Bella. He's been hit twice and still makes it up to P3.
Yeah, that is absolutely incredible from him. If he, keeps this effort up, he might be one of your contenders for that driver of the day. But for now, DRS Maestro is still doing a great job somehow staying in front of BRZ and Bags, and also doing very well is Adrian. We saw him towards the final positions a few laps ago, but he is now at least into P10. BRZ and Bags has the inside into the chicane here. This is sketchy for sure. He backs out, has to hop over the curb there, and now DRS Maestro has to do the same on the left side. DRS Maestro is being smart here, giving the DRS up, I believe, or allowing himself to get it. Sorry, I meant that. Over BRZ and Bags. Does he get it here?
And BRZ got on the grass.
Yep. So he's got to stay within 3 seconds. That is his goal.
So I wonder where the DRS... wonder where the DRS detection is. If BRZ still got it.
Yeah, they might have moved it like a little bit further up than where it used to be in comparison to the braking zone of the hairpin. Because, yeah, I was surprised by that as well. But he's still, DRS Maestro, doing very well. Not losing that much time to the pole sitter, BRZ and Bags. And we're watching on board now Jordan behind Bella and Hooligans. Oh, the safety car is out. Menzo had an issue there. Into the pit lane, maybe? I'm not quite
that's
sure.
What it looks like, yeah.
But he's replacing his wing, and the safety car is out. That is huge advantage for the likes of T-Bone. And maybe even
DRS
Snake and Beans
Maestro.
as well, and DRS Maestro, of course, yes.
Yeah, T-Bone's up for a top 5 finish if he can stay within 3 seconds of the people ahead of him.
That is looking really good for him. Now, he's got to do one more thing. And, okay, more than that, but for now,
The pit entry,
get into the pits without a drive-through. It's coming down to this. Who is going to make that mistake? I feel like someone will. Who is going to do it? Everyone's very conservative. Look at this on the entry. Jordan Suebi gets a 10-second penalty for colliding. Oh, no. That's not good for him, but it's good for T-Bone. T-Bone, oh, he's too fast into the pit lane. No! Drive-through for T-Bone. That is soul-crushing, man. Oh, no. My heart is dropped outside of my chest.
Sick to my stomach.
He came in there way too hot. I think he might have forgot about it for a second. Oh, man. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. You know what? He still could get good positions here because he has no penalties, but that has really hurt him. Snake and Beans is in the pit lane getting his wing repaired onto the soft tires. Let's quickly show that tire information just so we get that covered off.
Yeah, check it out, man. Look.
Okay, so softs for everyone besides Mr. Maestro and Alimo in P10.
What do you think about that, Greg? Do you think he'll maintain 3 seconds, or is the tire difference too big?
I think he definitely made it harder for himself than he could have, in my opinion. I think he can do it because he knows what to do with his battery and just how to like be crafty and stay in there in the fight. But yeah, I think that might be a little bit conservative, but you never know. The rears could die really quickly. I don't remember how the softs perform myself, so we'll see. If anything, he'll eat kind of more of the pain very early on, and then maybe have a slight advantage at the end. We'll see. But for now, we're going to do one more lap at least, so we're going to look to get started on lap 31, most likely here. So, what is that, 5 laps left to do at that point? Oh, AZ.
4 laps with the DRS.
Right, so that's going to provide some good opportunities. AZ Racing gets another penalty, so let's quickly show that as well. I think that is going to be the main difference maker tonight. So again, BRZN Bags, Hooligans, Bella, Tookie Dogs, Adrium, and Golar all have 3. And then from there, you have some drivers who are a little bit worse off. Jordan with 13, Nimble with 12, T-Bone with a drive-through, which is probably the worst one of all of them. And then 15 seconds and 9 seconds for AZ Racing and Clip Menzo, respectively. So yeah, that's really crucial. We mentioned at the start of the broadcast, the track limits are hard here, and now this pit lane issue, which we see T-Bone mentioning in the chat, rip to T-Bone, but this pit lane issue is becoming more of an issue. But certainly made things exciting, right? Like, Hooligans was in the back, and look at him now, he's in P3. So
yeah, at some point we had the top 4 end up in the bottom 5 spots, and they've all made their way back. On Golar, a 10-second penalty, ignoring yellow flags.
Oh, what is that for, I wonder? That sucks for him. He's now up to 13 seconds. Now, BRZN Bags looking to get the race underway out of the chicane in the Alpine. More penalties behind. Nimble Pattern is struggling. 15 seconds, and those are all time penalties, I believe. Now, Hooligans is fighting with DRS Maestro. DRS Maestro's obviously going to have the penalties in his favor, but he can't drop too far back. And as you mentioned, the medium tires might be just a little bit too robust right now compared to these soft tires. We will see, though, as the laps go on, if that remains the same.
Yeah, he's really got to push it right now and maintain that 1 second gap. Or not 1 second. Oh yeah, the 1 second gap to stay in the DRS and not fall further away.
Alright, so DRS Maestro just has to remain calm here, doesn't have to do anything besides just stay where he is right now. Had a bit of a late break there into the hairpin, lost a little bit of time on Hooligans and BRZ in front. These drivers could also pull away from Maestro, you never know. Let me put that there. Okay, there we go. But for now, he's just about 5/10 or so away from the lead. Hooligans is thinking about the move, but nothing for now is on the cards. Took Your Dogs doing very well into P6, just in front of Kevwood. What a race we've had, though. It's been absolutely chaotic. There's going to be some big gaps when we look at the timesheet at the end, but that does not tell the story whatsoever. We see DRS Maestro losing another position. I think those medium tires are still letting him down. He's now down to P4, which still is, for him, P1 for now with the penalties applied, but it's getting harder and harder.
He might make it. It's just 3 more laps.
Look at this. Bella might have an opportunity here as well. Maybe not now, but coming up soon. And, you know, with more and more cars in front of you, as now we see Hooligans go side by side with BRZ and get through to P1. But with more and more cars in front of you, you are less in control of the situation. So Maestro, I'm sure, is feeling the pressure, but he's still in the lead for now. Nimble Pattern is up here, but he's got a lot of penalties to worry about, so he's not going to stay there, unfortunately. And BRZ on Bags, if he finishes in first place, you know, you'd think starting in first, finishing in first is a boring kind of race, but it has not been that whatsoever for anyone involved here. Whoever picks up this win will truly deserve it. It's not been easy for anybody at any stage. And Maestro needs that DRS. If he loses that, that's going to put him under more pressure. And Bella might look to get by as well. Again, he's taken most of the pain now. You would think he's going to get not as, you know, he's going to be not as slow as the laps go on. But we see BRZ and Bags immediately respawn on Hooligans into P1. So right now, DRS Maestro is 1.1 seconds behind the leader, so he's still got 2.9 roughly seconds of cushion.
Yeah, he just needs to keep it on the track. I think he's going to get the win here.
All it takes, though, is one side-by-side moment with Bella, you know, or something happening in front of him. You never know. It's all up to play for here. For the Star Cup, we're on the second last lap. It's been an absolutely incredible race, as always. I said last time that might have been my favorite race, but this one might be up there too. It's so hard to choose. They've all been really good. We see now a move by Nimble on the inside of Hooligans and BRZ, who loses time and positions because of that. That was very aggressive considering Nimble had some penalties to his name there.
And he has damage, I think.
Oh, no way. For BRZ?
Yeah, for BRZ.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh my god. Just when you thought it was getting a little bit more clear, Nimble Pattern puts the Haas on the inside. I do have to say, I think that was a bit aggressive. We had Hooligans pushing the limits there through the wall champions now onto the final lap. DRS Maestro is hanging in there, looking to get that first win in the Haas. He's just got one lap now to do. Bella's right behind him. And we're just going to leave this up for the rest of the race just to compare everything. The penalties, again, mentioned Nimble Pattern with 15 seconds, so that move he made is not really going to matter. All it really did was kind of put BRZ in a bad situation. who has had a heck of a race today, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to finish off in first like he looked like he was going to. He's by Bella, though, who makes a mistake through the
Oh,
chicane there.
yeah, at least he gets a spot back.
And now we head through the final lap, the final few straights here. Everyone keeping it clean on this last lap. Hopefully, DRS Maestro
Hooligans.
is in the lead. Hooligans has a massive run on Nimble Pattern. But with the penalties, and look at that, Nimble gets another one. With the penalties applied, DRS Maestro will take the win in the Haas around Canada. What a race.
What a
And again,
race.
we mentioned it, the penalties and his lack thereof are ultimately what made the difference there. Hooligans in P2, followed by BRZ on Bags, who definitely was not expecting that move. Bella and Adrian as well.
Look at Kev Wood, 14 spots that he gained this race, finishing in P6. And Snake
Nice.
and Beans, who was in the last spot during the safety car, makes it to P7 after all the penalties.
Oh, look at that,
are
driver of the
applied.
day,
Yeah.
Suggested by the game.
Big,
He might be my
race.
driver of the day. That's really good from him, and
Yeah,
he
no
takes advantage
penalties.
of those penalties.
Yeah, it's tough to pick one for me. You know, like I said earlier, I think Bella, like he got hit twice, still made it up to P4. Obviously DRS Maestro because he didn't get any penalties and still made it work with that alternative strategy at the end there. Looked kind of scary, but he pulled through. And yeah, Snake and Beans just making it work as well at the end. So I think those are. Oh, Kevwood. Can't forget about Kevwood.
Yeah.
Big race starting in last.
Yeah,
And
such a tough
getting up to
choice
6th.
for this driver of the day. You know what? I think you convinced me there. I'm going to say Kev Wood. What a result from Kev Wood. From the back of the pack, making the right strategy calls and avoiding, for the most part, the big mistakes people were making. He was behind Bella and Adrian, as mentioned earlier. And then Snake and Beans doing very well, as mentioned, in P7. Tookie Dogs in P8 for now. Nimble Pattern in P9, and then we had Alimo in P10 with the last points paying position. Nimble Pattern had some pace today. He did get the fastest lap, but he had a lot of penalties, and you saw him drop a lot of positions there. So that's why that happened. What a race. I can't even really put together everything we've seen. That was absolutely incredible. Yes, there was some moments that I'm sure some drivers would like to have back and whatnot. But in terms of entertainment value, that was absolutely insane, and I loved every single second of it. But again, that's been the Star Cup Round 7. Greg and Chenzo covering the action as always. Chenzo, I'll give you one final moment to wrap up what you saw, but again, like I think it's going to be pretty hard to do that. What a race.
Yeah, pretty speechless. That was just an excellent race from start to finish. A lot of drama, a lot of action. And yeah, I can't wait to do it all again next week.
Absolutely. So next week, let's just cover that off so that we have that figured out before we wrap up here. Looks like it is Australia. Another
Oh,
dangerous kind of half street circuit, half real circuit kind of
yeah, like a
situation.
hybrid.
Yeah, they're kind of
Still
similar in
plenty of
that way.
safety cars.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to look forward to that. Again, another one was out of the race tonight, so we'll see what the standings look like next time. But for now, that has been Greg and Chenzo covering the Star Cup as always. Thank you to everyone joining the chat and the live viewing as well, and to all the people watching the replay. Thank you for watching this far. It means a lot. We're going to pick up where we left off next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the exact same channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good rest of your day and evening, and hope all is well.